Hey folks, Johnny Flyer here with another bench session on another American Flyer diesel. This is a 1950s era switcher, 370, and we'll see how it looks once we break her open. I haven't had a chance to break it open yet, but definitely some rust and corrosion. Kind of like our Alco Diesel. Some of you may have watched that video. Not as bad, clearly. But I don't want to put any juice through it until I've had a chance to do some serious maintenance to it. So we'll see how this works. But this is definitely my favorite part of the maintenance process, is breaking these beautiful old engines open and getting an idea of when they were made. Kind of put you in touch with an era that's sort of bygone. And for me, that's a family thing too. So excited to get this thing open and see what happens on the inside. So fingers crossed, it's going to be able to get working again, and isn't going to require quite the level of maintenance that Comet does. But we'll see. So I managed to get it cracked open and took a look on the inside. Obviously some rust and dust, but here's the date here, December of 1950. My dad was 5 years old, so yeah, definitely some rust and corrosion on there, probably like my dad. And then the wires probably need to be redone as well. But all in all, it's a pretty decent looking engine for 70 years old. But I really love this part, just taking these things apart and taking an assessment of what's in the realm of the possible. And so here's the end result of the disassembly process. Again, the body not looking terrible. It's definitely salvageable and in need of a little bit of rust and wear treatment. The inside about in the same condition. Oops, oh, I should have warned you about that. So the engine needed some help here. So as you might be able to tell, the contacts here on this side had actually broken through. And I don't know if you can quite see it, but the assembly here, it had actually broken out, and the contact had fallen out. On the other side, actually okay, but one of the nicest things about this engine right now, as compared to the Alco, is that you might be able to see it. I can just manipulate it here real quick, but the armature actually turns pretty freely, which means the wheels and this whole assembly right here are very much salvageable, which is fantastic because this is a front wheel drive. So I have some work to do to clean these up. I don't see the Pulmore material on here, which may not be part of this particular engine. I don't know, but for those of you who are paying attention to the Alco Diesel, and I don't know who those are because there's only a couple of you that watch my videos, but here's the current condition of it. I'd like to thank Dave's American Flyer Trains videos for his great suggestions, who told me I need to clean this up just a little bit more. So I've done as good a job as I'm able to do on really cleaning this up and getting it shined up. And it's oiled up and lubed up, and man, these wheels really go well. So not quite done with this, not ready for prime time here. But same condition, we need to render these two. So got some disassembly that still needs to go on here. I took the solder off of the top here. I've got some tape to mark my wires to make sure I don't lose track. And of course, we've got our dollar store bins here to make sure that we take care of our parts accordingly. But this one, actually, I'm feeling pretty good about now. I've done now about a half a dozen of these trains, and so not... certainly not years of experience, but enough experience now at this point where I'm starting to get a feel for these engines. And I feel like this is probably, of the old rusty, dusty engines, probably one of the better ones for condition. But anyway, that's a rundown of where we are right now. Still a little bit of work to do, some rust treatment, which takes some time, as I'm discovering. And then we'll do some painting and recovery. And hopefully this reverse assembly will stay in pretty good shape for us and work. I might run some power through that just to kind of determine what kind of condition that's in. But I'm feeling very positive about this particular engine. So that's it for Johnny Flyer. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time with another update.